Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. Are you ready
Ready for what?
to level up?
Okay, girl, let's get started. Friends, welcome to another episode of Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
On today's episode, we'll be talking about skincare routines.
Yeah, something I personally love doing in the last few years, and Raman needs to learn to start doing.
Exactly. So we thought this would be, I was actually just sitting around thinking about watching some YouTube videos or something like that, like skincare routine for beginners. And I kid you not, Alicia has been trying to do a skincare routine for me for like, I want to say like 5 years.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's been that long.
And I just
Um,
shut her down every time. But today I told her, I was like, Alicia, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn the skincare routine because with the heat and, our skin, you've seen me, my skin has been so dry and just like, I've been getting uneven tans and everything. And I'm one of those people that, like, basically put on a lotion and then put like makeup on top. But I only like will wash my face. And that's as far as my skincare routine will go.
Yeah, and that's like a lot of people, and honestly, that's fine too. I think it's just that like as we start to age, unfortunately, there's just things we can do that can prevent us from looking like our age, right? And
Yeah.
so Ramen does have pretty good skin for the most part.
Well, I
Um,
used to have really bad acne growing up. And
mhm,
that's why, like, I have so much discoloration and stuff like that. So
makes
I just never
sense.
cared about it. And bless those people who don't need a skincare routine and they just have that blessed skin and they're like, I just have to wash my face with soap and that's about it. Like, bless you guys. But this is for the rest of us. And, even those people, they should probably like start some type of routine.
You
But
have to.
I know
Yeah.
you're like great. I've been watching your videos with posting
Oh,
with your like morning routine, your night routine. It just seems like a
thanks,
lot of work.
boo.
Seems like a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie.
It is a lot of work, and it's kinda like, how you said you're ready now, and it's been it's been on your mind for a little bit. I think
Mhm,
it's kinda like when people say they wanna lose weight or start working out or start
mhm.
something, and it's kinda like you have to have that mental dedication because it is something you're dedicating to adding to your your day. It's a
Yeah,
life stage, right? So it's something you definitely do mentally have to say, "I'm gonna do this every morning and night," right? To be consistent to see improvement as well. So
yeah,
same thing. And I think, yeah, people can't just buy it and say they're going to do it and then not do it. It's a waste of money because skincare can be very expensive. It adds up. But then there's also like great brands like Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada, or, Ulta in the States that have like skincare products for a very good price. So it kind of just depends on your skin needs, I definitely think, and like just being committed to it. Um, I know that I got into skincare personally because I used to get scared. Okay, so let me say, first speaking about people who just wash their face with soap. So I know a lot of people like that are in their 20s right now. I won't say any names to do,
shots
but
fired.
yeah, like I won't basically them, but basically they come to me and said to me that like, I'm getting this like orange tint on my skin and they've had flawless skin, okay?
Mhm.
Like flawless. And she came to me and she's like, I have this orange tint on my skin. And she's like, I looked into it and I'm aging because I'm not using skincare items. So,
Oh
like
no.
vitamin C, her skin is lacking.
Mm.
Or like, like hydraulic acid because she needs hydration to lock it in. But her skin is flawless. But it's
They're
now
the
she's
things
see,
that I have no idea. I didn't even know there was a thing as your skin turning orange. Maybe that's
yes.
what I have.
So there's so many things that can happen over time, and it's just because of age and being in the sun and all this. Now, I am no like professional when it comes to this. I just personally would recommend the basics from things I've learned and influencers I follow. If you want to follow someone on Instagram, there's a great girl called Nancy I follow, and
Oh
she
yes, the
is
one that I recently came across.
yeah, she has, and one thing about her, and this is why I respect her as an influencer, especially when it comes to skincare items, is she shows you the bad. She shows you, I got a pimple today,
Mhm.
and she'll be like, oh, there's nothing I can do to get rid of it. Or she'll be like, this product makes my skin very red. And she's very straightforward. and honest about it. And that's, I have bought things from her recommendations.
Okay.
And it's because she's willing to spend the money and try from high end to drugstore. So,
Which
and you
you are.
have,
Somebody please, Sephora, please sponsor Alicia because I I feel like if there's anyone that I know who has tried more Sephora products, it's Alicia. Somebody please sponsor her.
yeah, please. My husband would be so much happier when those boxes come through.
So why did you okay, so there's morning routine and then there's nighttime routine. So
Yeah.
I've tried doing the Pinterest search. So I've done the basic girl search, guys. I've done the you do a Pinterest search like your skincare routine and they have two columns. One is like morning and then they give you like a list of five things and then your nighttime routine. So someone like me who doesn't have a skincare routine, I look at that and I'm like, you want me to put all those things on my face? Like, how
Basically.
long does it take? What is the order? Like, do I really actually have to put all these things on my face? So let's start with morning routine because although I'm more interested in the nighttime routine, we'll do the morning routine part for the listeners as well. So
Okay.
okay, so like I said, I see a bunch of products, I look at them and I'm like, this looks like a lot of stuff for the face. Are you really supposed to use all that stuff on the face?
Okay, so yes and no. It kind of depends on what you're trying to achieve. So for someone like you, I feel like we're starting with a basic skincare routine, and that's minimum four products. Okay,
Sounds like
so
a lot to me,
I
right?
know. So there's four different steps, and I would even add maybe one more depending. Okay, so you said you have discoloration, and do you still break out?
Um, Very rarely.
Okay, so it's just like either PMS symptoms or you ate bad or something like that, right?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
like, you have a non-existent pimple and then you pick at it and then you create a pimple. I'm that person.
Okay. Do you feel like you have, I feel like you never use concealer, so I don't think you have dark under eyes, but are under eyes an issue for you?
You know what? It probably is an issue. I just, yeah, I don't own a concealer though. So
Okay, that's okay. You
yeah,
don't need to own a concealer.
but I probably do have under eye circles. But you know what? Like I said, like one of the things I see people use is like those little under eye mask thingies,
Pads.
pads,
Yeah,
and
like the
I'm
one I
like, what?
was telling our bride to get.
Yeah, and I was like, do these work? Like, I should I try this? What does it actually do?
Okay, so before we get there, okay, so before we jump to iPads, what I need to know is do you feel like sometimes you're seeing your makeup crease into your under eyes if you see any creases or lines or wrinkles?
No, not yet.
Okay, so that's really, really good, but definitely, and if you 20-year-olds are listening right now, eye cream care start now.
Yes.
So, I definitely swear by eye cream. Okay, so let's start off with the iPads. So iPads honestly are only for if you are someone who wakes up who has allergies in the summertime, or you have really, really puffy, swollen eyes when you sleep, and then you wake up and you find that they're really inflamed right here, like above your
Mhm.
cheekbones, right here. Sorry, guys, you can't see us. So right above your cheekbones is like very puffy, and you just wake up with puffy eyes. The whole point of the iPad is kind of like to kind of help calm it and
Mhm.
bring down that puffiness. So a lot of people will keep their iPads in the fridge or freezer or like a little cooling fridge, skincare fridge, to give it that cooling effect to cool it down. It also will hydrate because the iPad will have something on it, like some slime, aloe vera, hydraulic acid, anything that will kind of hydrate that area so that when you're about to have like a bridal makeup done or something huge where you need your makeup to stay on and set in really well, then that's what's going to help get in that under eye because we pack a lot on when you're a bride or anything else. So you're going to
Yeah.
pack on like, that, your primer, then your concealer, and then powder, and then maybe one more concealer to really brighten that area. So it kind of depends. So, Raman, you do not need eye patches right now. But
No.
what I
But I was
do,
gonna say, remember like the whole skincare routine thing that I bought? And that I think it came with four products. Like the main ones were the face wash,
yeah,
the toner. No, the toner I think I bought separately. The toner,
yeah,
the face cream, the eye cream, and then a serum.
yeah. And that's basically what we're going to get to. And did you return all that?
I did not. And you know what?
Which is
And I still
great.
have it. And maybe
Okay.
after this now, I will actually start using it.
So my thing with Ramen is this. Ramen gave up too quickly on this because she broke out. And this is what people fear skincare so much. And it's because they tend to break out really quickly. And
Yeah.
it's only because your skin is readjusting to what you're doing. And what I say is when people start to break out or turn red, you're not having an allergic reaction. What you're having is your skin is either cleaning itself out, everything's coming to the surface from that's been clogged up, and now it's coming to the surface and you need to exfoliate it. And that's what it is mainly. So I usually tell people when you're trying a skincare product, I would give it 30 to 60 days to see a difference. That's a long
Yeah, I did
time,
it
but
for
that,
like a week. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
I did give up too soon.
yeah,
And like most people, I did freak out because I was like, well, I'm getting pimples and I don't get pimples. And now I have these pimples on my face, so it must be the product, right? That's my instant. But you know what? Never did I think like, okay, yeah, now I've gone from wearing nothing to something, so my skin also needs to adjust to it.
yeah, definitely. So you can definitely use hardcore items. So Ramen bought the only Ole Henriksen pack. She bought the vitamin C and dark circles. It's the blue and the orange, I believe, right? You bought the blue and orange
Yeah,
bottles.
it's the orange and then the toner is that blue one.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so amazing toner. It does have AHA in it, so you have to be careful if you are pregnant. So do not
Mm.
use that if you're listening to us, and don't use retinol. Yes, there are products you can't
I'm
use when you're
giving
pregnant.
Alicia a face right now
Yeah.
because I'm like, wait, what? There's a toner that you can't use when you're pregnant? What?
Yeah, it goes into your bloodstream. So there's some chemicals that will go into your bloodstreams. Okay, so we're getting off hand here. Let's like pull it back. So let's start with you, Raman. You want to
Okay.
do a basic skincare routine in the morning, okay? So this is what I would recommend, and you don't have to go high brand for everything, okay? So cleanser, do you like the Ole Henriksen cleanser? Or are you using a different cleanser right now?
I actually finished that cleanser. That's the jokes
Did
part
you? Okay,
because it came in like the tube and I used it as my travel one. But I
smart.
do have like a generic drugstore one that I use. What is it? Neutrogena or something. So I've tried a
Okay,
couple of them. There's this one and it's like I know Neutrogena has like a couple of colors. It's the one that's orange and that's the one that I've noticed removes my makeup the best. Like not all of them I felt like were removing my makeup properly, and that one and I've been using it for years, so I know that it's not going to do anything to my skin.
absolutely. Okay, so what I'm not going to tell you to change it, but I'm going to tell you to add another cleanser because there's something called double cleansing. So to start off with, I know you have dry skin, and that's why I'm saying this. So
Yeah.
Ramen has very dry skin, and so do I. And this is why I can recommend a lot to her because I've experienced what she's gone through. So that's why I'm going to recommend dry cleansing. So I know exactly which one you're talking about that you use. I used to use that too. And I
Hmm.
still use Clean and Clear in the mornings, but then I also follow it up with an exfoliant, a stronger one, and that's by Cetaphil. So Cetaphil
Oh,
also Shoppers Drug Mart, really amazing products that I've come across recently just because they're so clean and pure and they work really, really well. Plus, I also like to find things that Amit can use too, because then we're like getting the best bang of for our buck. We were doing
mhm.
Kiehl's and stuff, and then it gets pricey when you're both using it. So
Yeah.
we needed to find alternatives that were really calming on both our skins. Amit has a little bit of an oily T zone, but for the most part, he has pretty good skin, knock on wood. So
Mhm.
basically, what I would recommend is you use your orange cleanser. So we're talking about the morning, so you wouldn't have makeup on your skin. So
Mhm.
technically, you wouldn't need to use that. You could use the Cetaphil one. And the one I would recommend by Cetaphil, it's a calming, hydrating cleanser. It's a green bottle.
Mm.
And they have a new one called Optimal Hydration. Really phenomenal line. I find it very hydrating. So you could use either one of those, and I'll send you a picture later.
Thank you.
And you're going to start with the cleanser. My first thing I'm going to ask you is how do you clean your face? Do you just use your hands?
So I actually recently bought that, how do you say Quo, that brand?
Yeah.
That they have those makeup sponges. So they actually have the sponge, but it's an exfoliator.
Okay.
And I have it in the shower, and I basically now wash my face and exfoliate with that. And I do feel a difference in my face because I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. It's removing
Yeah,
dead skin or something.
it
But
is.
that's
Is
what I'm
it
using.
silicone or brush?
No, it's
So like
it's
little,
not silicone or a brush. It's like I don't know. It's like that like rough exfoliating
oh,
kind of
it
material,
looks like
but
a
it's in this
soap.
No, it's in the shape of a beauty blender. So it's exactly like the Cube beauty blender, but it's an exfoliator. So it has like a roughness to it and it's exactly the same shape. I'll show it to you after too. And I just
Yeah.
like use it to exfoliate my skin in the shower.
Okay, amazing. So I would recommend after that, when you've used that one up, is to get silicone. Silicone is better for dry skin just because it doesn't take away your moisture as opposed to like an exfoliating brush may take
Mhm.
away and add to your sensitivity of your skin. So after you use this one, it's definitely getting in there when it needs to, and that just means your moisturizer really needs to be thick on after you exfoliate. So
Mm.
yeah, we'll get to when you're ready to buy a new thing, let me know. So you're gonna cleanse, okay, and I'm recommending the one from Shoppers. And then right after you cleanse your face, you're gonna go ahead and start with a vitamin C serum, which you should already have.
Yeah, the one I have from the brand. Yeah.
So you're gonna put a dot onto your palm of your hand, and then I personally find that if you mix it into your hand first,
Mhm.
and then pat your face like you're patting your face down with your palms, that's going to get it into your skin a lot. Hi friends, Raman and I just wanted to let you guys know about this app that we use. It's called Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Yes, and it can be heard on all the main platforms and uploaded on them directly, such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. And you can start making money on Anchor right away.
Yeah, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to
Anchor.fm to get started.
Have a great week. Bye. Your palms of your hand, and you're just going to pat your face, and you're just going to pat the product into your forehead, your cheeks, and like your chin and your neck, okay?
So not rub it
Because
in.
no, because when you rub it in, you're actually distorting the actual product in the serum and you're taking away the particles. You're not actually doing the properties of what it needs to do. So when we pat it into our face, it's working where it needs to be. You're going to give it,
Interesting.
yeah. So technique is a huge thing I learned over the years too. And that's when I was like, things aren't working. And then I realized it's technique. The other thing I'm going to recommend is you need to give yourself now a few seconds to let the product sit in before you go on to the next step. So you're going to sit there, you're going to let your product dissolve and come into your skin. You can put a fan on, or you can then do your do lip balm, whatever.
I'm
Then
like
after
so
like,
impatient.
I know, me too. So that's why I actually fan my face to dry it out, and then I'll go
Okay.
to the next step. And then this is essentially where you would come in with now a good moisturizer. So we got to look, what kind of moisturizer are you using? If
I'm
you say
like,
Nivea, I'm going to be very
no,
upset.
no, I'm honestly for years and years and years, ever since I've had dry skin, I've used Aveeno, just because like it is thicker, so I feel like my skin dries out less. So I use their face cream with SPF in it.
Okay.
Yeah, for summer.
So,
I'm like I've been using Aveeno for years, but I do have the face cream that came with the morning set. Yeah,
it's
and I
the
had the
vitamin
eye
C
cream and the
rush.
face cream. So that's the one I would use. I would say if I was to use like the whole product as a whole.
Okay, so I'm going to talk shit about your Vino. I don't believe in brands that sit here and say they add SPF to a moisturizer. Those two things should never be combined. They're two separate things. And that's what scares me. I've seen a lot of documentaries and I've read a lot of articles that there's no product that does it all. Okay. And so
Yeah.
when you have these brands come out and say moist, Aveeno's a great brand. I get it for eczema and stuff. I have dry skin, I have eczema. I know. But for my face personally and yours, I would not recommend it because then your skin wouldn't be as dry as it has been if you've been
Mm-hmm.
using that. So, and
I'm
sometimes,
terrible though. It is my fault. Like now from working from home, I don't always put lotion on my faces all during the day. I know, and it just dries out. So it is
okay,
partially my fault for my dry skin. I know I could be doing more, but it's okay. That's what I'm learning. I'm learning right now.
yes, you're
It's
learning.
okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, most important thing, Remen, is when you come out
Like
of the
today, I haven't put
shower,
lotion on my face yet.
I want you to do your skincare as soon as you come out of the shower because your pores are still open from the
Yeah.
heat of the water. And that is the best time to do your skincare because you need
Okay.
optimal hydration. Because if you just exfoliated your skin, okay,
Yeah.
you've opened all these pores. You need
Now
to
I want to put the
moisturize.
serum in, right? Then
Yes,
the
that's
serum and then the
you've taken
lotion.
away.
Okay.
Yeah, now you need to add to it. So it's really important to remember that. Now, I do think you should give the brightening C serum a moisturizer a chance. I used it and finished the entire bottle. I think
Yeah.
it's a really great moisturizer for your morning only because it's a
Hmm.
brightening one, and this might help with discoloration too. Vitamin C is great for
Hmm.
discoloration, and it adds like a nice glow and elasticity back into your skin. So awesome. You need to invest in a separate SPF that's meant for your face, and it needs to be
Hmm.
SPF 50 and up. Um,
So like regular sunscreen?
yes, but okay. So this is where I'm a little picky here. I've done the drugstores like Neutrogena on my skin, and I still didn't see a huge difference. But then honestly, Neutrogena really does upset me because you're still using a white base for so many colored people out there. So it's really annoying
Mhm.
that they still do that. But skincare is very cheap even at Sephora. So
Yeah.
there's two that I really like. There's one called Supergoop, and that's from the States. And we finally got it like last summer, and it's amazing. It's like $30. And I've had it now for like 6 months, and I'm still using the bottle. And
Sorry,
it's,
what is it? It's a face sunscreen?
yeah, it's
Okay.
meant for your face. And so, okay, sorry, we skipped a step here before I got to SPF, but I'll finish my thing and then come back to that. It's meant just for your face. So,
Hmm.
yes, you need to have two sunscreens, one for your body and one for your face. Because the one that's going on your body is going to be like those chemical ones that we spray on or put on. And
Yeah.
that's fine. Let that do its job. But for your face is a lot more delicate than the rest of your skin, right?
Hmm.
So you want to make sure you're using the best stuff for it. And that blends well with your makeup too, because it's under your makeup. So,
Yeah.
two things to always remember about SPF is that you wear it even if the sun's not out. So, you're going to
Yeah.
always put it, it's going to always be part of your routine, even in the wintertime on the gloomiest day. And the
Yeah.
other thing is, you want one that blends well too and doesn't clog your pores. Supergoop
Hmm.
is super hydrating, really great. It comes on white, but then it disappears and blends really, really well. Another one that Ahmed and I have been using for a long time, and I think I even have it, so I can show Raman. This one is like the best innovation one in my like opinion. I've always had this, and it's so tiny. It's the Shishido
Oh my
bar.
God. I just saw an ad for that like
Okay,
today.
this is
Like on
phenomenal.
Instagram. And I saw
Yeah,
somebody go like you can put it over makeup.
yeah,
Or I saw it
and
on TikTok or
it looks
something.
like this. It looks like a deodorant bar. It's clear gel, and what it is, it's 50 plus, and it's a wet force. It's a clear stick. It's a UV protector. And guys, I've taken this on vacation with me. It's water resistant. I've had it in my fanny pack on hikes to touch up. My husband uses it. I've had it over my makeup. It's phenomenal. I've used it under the Mexico desert sun, and it does wonders. I did not get tan on my skin once.
Mhm.
Highly, highly recommend this one. It's lasted
Oh,
me 2 years.
I remember what the TikTok was that I saw now. It was called because I literally just saw that today, and what I thought about was the amazing thing that I liked about that is it said that you can wear it over your makeup. So the TikTok was called, and it was a girl like wearing a hat, and she was like, the three spots that you don't know that you actually tan, and then one or like get sunburn on, like when you're outside and stuff, or people don't think about. And one of them was like under eyes, and like in the video, she was putting it under her eyes, and then she was like, you can do it over your makeup, and like there were a couple of other spots that I don't remember, but I did just see that one today, and it looked very like I was very intrigued by it.
Your neck, your under
Yeah,
eyes, and then people don't do their lips or nose, and it's something you should definitely do. This is
yeah,
so tiny, you can fit in your jean pocket. It's like
I
so
like
amazing.
that. I
Yeah,
really
you
like
can get
that.
this at Shoppers. I don't think Sephora sells this yet, but Shoppers does. I got this from Shoppers. So both are really great. I have both options, and they blend really great. So, like I said, this is lasting me 2 years, and
Oh
I still
wow,
have it. Yeah, and
super cute.
I haven't even rolled it that much, and I'm sure there's a lot. Oh no, we're getting close to the end, but yo, it's still
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
So I highly recommend that one. Okay, before your SPF, we forgot one
Mhm.
step. So you need to use 5 products during the day, and that's going to be your eye care cream. And I've used a lot. I've had dark under eyes, something I've just because I think I'm iron deficient. So
Mhm.
I've gone through really expensive brands to okay expensive brands. La Mer is the best.
Okay,
And it's very unaffordable. So for like an everyday, I personally do not justify the price. So the next one that I did find finally was I tried like pharmacy. I tried like Ole Henriksen. I've tried them all, okay?
Yeah.
And I have to say the one that's so easy to apply. I've even tried Vasanthi. Vasanthi has a really good one, guys. Actually, for brown
Mhm.
girls and color skin, I'm gonna say Vasanthi has a great one. But the one that I find that works the best for me because I suffer allergies, and sometimes when my eyes get teary, the product seeps into my eyes and then makes me sting. So this is the
Yeah.
first product for me that I can use night and day under my makeup and not, and it's just something so quick and easy to put on. It's Cetaphil. So Cetaphil came
Oh,
out with an optimal serum hydrating eye cream. And I've seen a huge difference in the last 3 weeks. And I've been putting it on morning and night, nonstop. And it's got this little applicator. So it's a tube. You pop it
yeah.
open, and it's a little applicator that you just do. And then you use your ring finger and you slightly just go into your eyes and press it in back and forth and massage it in because that's your lightest finger touching. And then you can do it in your eyelid too. So you just
Interesting.
massage
And
it
that
around
one's
your eyes.
also a like a drugstore one that you could just get off
Yeah.
shoppers. Yeah.
20 bucks. It was
Interesting.
like 24 bucks, but one of the best ones. And I really, really like it. I've seen a huge difference in my under eyes, and it's so easy to put on. So, cleanser, vitamin C serum, moisturizer, eye care, and then SPF. Okay, so that's your AM.
Okay, I just have one question.
Yes.
So, you know how like I have the whole Ole Hendrix thing because I thought it would
Yes.
be easier to buy everything off one brand. Do you recommend when people are doing skincare routine to stick with like one brand, or is it safe to use like the lotion from here, the toner from here, like is that safe? Like is that normal?
Yeah, it's totally normal. So one thing I was going to say to you is that maybe why Aveeno's not working for you either is because you've been using it for so long. So our skin gets too, it's like when our body plateaus when you're trying to
Hmm.
work out, you're doing the same thing. Same thing with your skin. You're
Yeah.
applying the same thing for so many years that sometimes our skin just rejects it with age or
Yeah.
whatever it may be, right? Properties, food, anything can impact it, right?
Yeah.
Um, like the one biggest thing people don't realize that impacts their skincare and like is very important is water. You know,
Yeah.
water is key. If you're drinking 2 liters and up, you'll have clear skin no matter what. Okay,
Yeah.
you'll glow, but we still need that extra oomph for products. Following a skincare line, there's nothing wrong with it as you find all products are enhancing you and working for you. I personally am someone who's tried that and doesn't feel like it works for me. I will try for a month and I'm just like, I'm never doing this again. I find products that I've liked and there's new products always coming out, right?
Yeah.
So you can either you have don't and so one thing to our listeners too, we're talking about products that Ramen already has. So if you're like, why are they only talking about Ole Kennison or Vino or Cetaphil?
Because I spent the bands and I'm not gonna go spend more bands.
Yeah, no. Ramen will not spend. Okay, so
I
we're
like
gonna make
bought this
ramen.
whole like $100 skin routine set and then I just did not use it. I spent more than 100 and it's just
You
been sitting there.
you're ambitious. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I was ambitious.
Yeah. Um, she already has that, and that's why we're using it. Now, when she's finished this entire line, I'm gonna help her pick the products that she used high and low. Then I'm referring to Shoppers Drug Mart because A, it's great for all skin types because they have like if you look at the Cetaphil bottles, they say hydration, dry skin, oily
Mhm.
skin, which is great. And there's such a great thing you can get at Costco in bulk and whatever. They're clean
Yeah, it's
products.
accessible to everybody.
Yeah, and there's a lot of face doctors. What are their names?
Plastic surgeon.
Dermatologists.
Oh, dermatologist.
Dermatologists that recommend Cetaphil or CeraVe or CeraVe.
Yeah,
So they're better than Neutrogena, right? I grew up
nice.
thinking Neutrogena was amazing, but no, these products were a little better. So it depends on you. And it
Hmm.
depends on that, like maybe something from that product line will work and stick with you, and you'll be like, no,
Yeah,
Alicia, this is game changer. I need this one product. And then we'll replace the other things eventually. And that's
yeah,
kind of what people find. Some people like the whole line, some people don't. It depends.
yeah.
Um,
That's fair.
I'm personally into a lot of clean right now. So I am liking full lines like Glow Recipe. And
Mhm.
I'm liking botanicals and I'm liking I
Where's
forget
that?
the
There's
other.
the one that everybody really likes. What is it called? Origin? Origin?
Ordinary.
Ordinary. Oh wow.
Ordinary, they're only liking it because it's cheap, right? It does
Hmm.
have, you have to remember now you're dealing with like actual serums and you're dealing with the actual acid and properties. And that's where
Yeah,
you got to be a little careful. If you don't know what you're doing, and that's what a lot of girls are doing, they're just buying because it's cheap and they've heard the name. They've heard, oh, I've heard of like retinol and I need this.
yeah,
but it's a certain time to apply it and what you're applying it with, because there's also things about like mixing certain
Mm-hmm.
properties like AHA and something else cannot be mixed, you know.
Mm.
Retinol and vitamin C go great together or don't, you know, things. There's all these rules, so you have to
And
pay
maybe that's why
attention.
people break out, right? And
Yeah,
maybe that's why like they just feel like it's all of the products not working when it might be just one of them.
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely personal preference on that. I don't recommend following a line or not. It's totally up to you. Once you find a product that's your holy grail, stick to it. Okay,
So
PM.
we have my morning one, right?
Yes.
Now, how different is the night one? Like, okay, first of all, okay, really quick question before we move. I'm just so curious. Like, how long does it take you in the morning? Like, is it like 10
Five
minutes?
minutes.
Is it 50? Really?
Five
I don't believe that.
minutes.
I don't believe this.
Okay, I'll record it tomorrow. Okay, and I'll put it on my TikTok for you.
Okay, thank
Five
you.
minutes.
You should 100% do one on that because I feel
Okay.
like I need to see it because I feel like it sounded like 15 minutes.
No, 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 no. 5 minutes. Amma watches me every morning too. Five
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, fine. I
Um,
believe you. Okay,
this
so
time,
what about the nighttime? So, like,
nighttime's similar.
and what's the difference between like daytime and nighttime?
Not much. You're adding a toner at nighttime, and we're gonna add like another serum that's different because vitamin C should only be used during the day, right?
Hmm.
It's just more better because you're in the sun and it's glowy and it's doing other things for you. Now,
Yeah.
you said you have discoloration, or
Hmm.
say if you have pores, like really big pores, or
Yeah.
let's say you have really red cheeks or red skin,
Hmm.
that's when we're going to target those things like blemishes and things like that. And so that's what you'll use as a targeted serum depending on what it is that your issue is. So now
Mm.
you're replacing your vitamin C with a targeted serum. You're adding toner. So you're going cleanser, toner, targeted serum, and then moisturizer, a night moisturizer.
Nighttime cream. Okay. And then this is, I guess, like the targeted serum is so that way, like you can, I guess, sleep with the your skin recovering or repairing throughout the night.
That's right. Now, you could
Okay.
do all these and you can, instead of your moisturizer, you can sometimes do a nighttime mask. And like, there's great companies out there that have phenomenal sleeping masks that will make you look super glowy the next day, refreshed, and target everything and look great. Like Laneige is a huge, great product in Shoppers, not Shoppers, Sephora, and Shoppers has Vichy, both great, like nighttime sleeping masks. So
So the fuck do people sleep with a mask on? Or are these just like really thin masks that don't make you feel like you have a mask on?
the really, think of it as a really thick moisturizer that's put onto your skin. Just a
Okay, because
thick
I'm
moisturizer.
picturing like those old school thick like masks that you put on and then you have to
No.
remove. And I'm
The
just like,
ones
I'd
that
be
like
rolling
scare
around.
people.
Yeah, like I'd be rolling around in my pillow and waking up
No.
like, what the hell is going on?
No. These are like, they're like moisturizer.
Yeah,
Thick moisturizer that will do things to your skin, and they're phenomenal. And that's another thing I would recommend too. Is I will recommend one of those for you to buy because a lot of people I recommended it to love it. It's the Laneige one. I forget the name right now. It's a green jar, and
yeah.
it's the best $40 I've ever spent. I've replaced that jar 3 times now, and
Oh,
I don't
wow.
go through sleeping masks like that. Amit loves it. I love it. My sister-in-law loves it. Like, and she hates buying Sephora stuff. Like, she just can't justify it, and that's something she'll buy. It's
Nice.
phenomenal. It really has great properties in it. It does what it says it's gonna do.
Okay.
You know, it's great for like after you've been in the
I'm
sun all
gonna
day.
try it. I feel like I need your help to like be accountable. I feel like I need that accountability partner, like someone to make sure like I'm doing it for more than a week and like I'm not just,
I got
doing it and
you.
giving up. Yeah, I need that.
Definitely. We
You
can
know
definitely
what?
do it
I'm
together.
well, you're already doing it. You're doing a really good job at doing it too. So that's why I'm like, I need to start doing this because Alicia, you have great skin, like knock wood.
Oh, thanks,
But
boo.
you take care of it, right? So
Yeah,
that's where it comes from. Honestly, I just like had such bad acne growing up, like such bad acne. I went through everything. Like I tried every acne product out there. I tried every type of medicine, everything. And like I went through that phase in my life where I like tried a million products and I was like, nothing is getting rid of my acne. I did the proactive. I did like I went from like when I had acne, I started from like moisturizers. You start with the basic, right? You start
yeah.
small. So went from the moisturizer to like the higher end products. I was spending like hundreds of dollars on proactive. And then I went to like pills because It was like Minocin. It's like a hormone pill. And that didn't even work. And then eventually God bless this dermatologist. I will God bless him a million years of life.
Oh,
And when I went to go see him and he was like, have you tried this? I was like, done. He's like, have you tried this? Done. Everything he had listed on the list, like I had already tried. And he was like, okay, so now I'm going to recommend like the last resort, which is Accutane.
oh yeah,
Which,
okay.
yeah, which is this is honestly, I'm such a big advocate for it, but I only like recommend it if you have really severe acne and you have tried like everything else out there before. And that was
Yeah.
me. I had tried products for years, not even months, for years. I had tried products and nothing was working. Until, yeah, I tried Accutane. It is a very kind of uh, risky product. I had to go get blood tests done every month because I think it could cause like liver failure.
My mouth is dropping right now, guys. What the fuck? I did
It
not
was
know
like what I
this.
had to sign like a disclosure because it said it could cause like depression and suicidal thoughts and all this stuff. I was like ready to do anything at that point, but because like I had been dealing with like, and my acne was only getting worse and worse and worse over the years. It just was not like my whole face was almost covered, right? So it was really
Yeah.
bad. And then I decided to do this. It took 6 months though, and he told me he was like, it will only take you 6 months, but it will fix your acne for the rest of your life. Took me
Okay.
first 4 months. They don't really see, and it's a pill. You take a pill every day, and you do have to go for the blood test every month. And I like first 4 months, no results kind of thing. But that's one thing I like stuck through because I was so dedicated to getting rid of my acne. And then the last 2 months, it's like it went away. I remember going back to school, like I was in high school at this time, going back to school after summer, like that was the 2 months of summer that my acne went away. And I remember like this guy being like, your acne's gone. Like I remember literally like being told to my face, like, oh, your acne is gone. Like what happened to your face, right? They thought
People
like I
actually
was.
noticed it. Wow.
I had very bad acne. Like
Oh,
my whole face except my cheeks was basically covered in acne, like my forehead, my nose, my upper lip, my chin.
you
Um,
poor thing.
I know, and that's why like this area is kind of like darker because he did tell me he was like, it'll get rid of the acne, but it's not going to get rid of like the discoloration or whatever, right?
It's the
So
scarring and stuff from the acne that's caused the
exactly.
discoloration.
And then so I do recommend that, but only in like very severe cases. But what I think what happened was I had gone through so many different products that once
Yeah.
my acne cleared up, I was like, I'm not putting anything else on my face. Like I'm not fucking it up. You know what I
You're gonna
mean? Like
stick
I
to what you know.
exactly. And like I was like, okay, well, just washing my face is working and stuff like that. I didn't want to like I was so scared of getting acne again. And that's why, like, even when I try these products and I start getting pimples, I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
no, like, this is giving me pimples. It's because, like, I just had such bad acne. It, like, took years to, like, move away from that. And
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to put anything on my face now, right? Like, now I'm just going to do the basic stuff. But, sorry. I also did go to another dermatologist regarding skin discoloration. And he
Mhm.
basically told me, like, one of the other reasons, like, I have obviously really dry skin, and some parts of your skin are drier than the other. So it tans differently. So the part on the dry patch will tan at a completely different level than the undry patch. So, like, yeah, if I guess you're not dealing with the face dryness, then you are naturally going to get skin discoloration because your face is going to tan unevenly. And like, what do
Yeah.
you do? It's like getting rid of any tan, right? You can't just like
Yeah.
scrub it away. It has to like you have to wait till winter, hibernate, stay inside.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
and even when it like untans, it untans like according to like the level it was tanned, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, no, like I need to make sure my skin is not dry, so like I can, make sure it's not
Yeah.
tanning unevenly and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's just why I had such a fear of like putting stuff on my face, and that's why I just kind of stuck with like what worked. I'm like, this doesn't give me pimples, this doesn't give me this. I'm just gonna stick with this. But now I'm like, okay, like what you said, with age comes all these things, and you're like, wait a second, like I noticed I'm getting like these spots on the corner of my like at the bottom corner of my eye, and I don't know what causes them. I feel like something with the sun causes them, like right
It
over
is.
here, right?
I
And I'm
had
like,
it too.
And I just looked at my face one day and I'm like, where did this come from? Like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
But that exfoliator that I'm using,
It's getting rid of it.
it's really helping. It really, really does help.
So thank you for sharing your story. I know that couldn't have been easy growing up and going with acne. I know like our skin
And
is
you get,
something.
and when we're young, you get made fun of,
Yeah.
like you have acne, you're not
Yeah.
confident. Like I started wearing makeup at a really young age because of the acne, right? Because I would
Yeah.
try to like, I was wearing foundation at like in grade 9 because I was like trying to hide my acne and trying to hide my scars and all that stuff. So yeah, like it can really lower someone's confidence and just like, you know, to be out there in front of the world. So
Yeah,
guys,
exactly.
there's a way to
No,
get rid of it. There is.
definitely. And it's like it impacts your confidence level too. So I totally get it.
Mhm.
One thing I'm gonna recommend for you too, Raman, is just because you are someone who spends a lot of her time in the sun, especially when you're going for walks or when you spend a day at the beach, the best thing to come home and do is even buy aloe vera mask or after sun care because that's really important too. So if you're
Mhm.
finding you're getting those dots and it's because of the sun, then you need to have recovery after being in the sun all day. And one of the best things for it is aloe vera. So you can either buy the whole leaf of aloe vera from the
Yeah.
grocery store, cut it up, chop it up, and put it into a freezer bag and throw it into the freezer. Take it out when you come from the sun and just like rub it onto your face and put a nice thick layer and let it sit for 15-20 minutes and make your own mask. Or you can buy the Body Shop aloe vera masks that are like $3-4, and they're really amazing too because they're pure. Or you can buy the Sephora ones. Sephora one's a little more pricier, but I do find the Body Shop ones are cheaper. But you need aloe vera because you need to recover from being in the sun. So I know you're going to spend a
Yeah.
lot of time this summer in the sun. So just remember to recover when you come home.
Alicia and I went to the beach on Sunday. We
Yeah.
got burned.
Yeah.
I remember going with the mindset that like, oh, I'm gonna wear a hat the whole time. I'm gonna reapply my sunscreen. At the end,
Yeah.
I'm like, I did nothing. And then
No.
I
I
just got
reapplied
burnt.
on our friend that fell
Yeah,
asleep. I don't know how she
I
still
know.
got burned.
We forgot to reapply on ourselves. And I was like, crap. Because I did notice my face the next day. I'm like, oh my God, my nose is a little bit burnt. Like I'm
Oh.
definitely a little bit darker. I'm like,
Yeah, I got a little darker too, for sure. That sun heat was strong on Sunday, but we'll do better when we go next
yeah.
time. And
One
yeah,
of my goals this summer, I was like, I'm gonna try to. Last summer was like obviously there was nothing to do other than go to the
yeah,
beach. So I think it was like the most I've ever gone to the beach here in Ontario. But I did notice like my skin by the end of the summer was like almost like old wrinkly skin. So this year I was like, I'm really gonna try to like I don't really care too much about my body, like you get sunburned, but
yeah, I don't care about my
you'll move on
body.
with it kind of thing. But I was like, I'm really gonna try to protect my face. So even like when I saw you with your hat on, I'm like, why didn't I bring a big fat hat? Like I need to go buy a big fat hat because I can't find mine, but just really want to try to protect my face from the sun.
Well, Winners is opening on Friday, so you can go find a hat there.
I know. I don't know if I'll go right away because I feel
Yeah.
like the rush is going to be super
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Crazy,
But I will
crazy.
definitely, I think, go to Shoppers Drug Mart and I do want to buy that like sunscreen stick. You do have to send
Yes,
me the picture
please.
because that was
And I
like
want you to buy your eye serum and
and
a
the eye
night
serum
cream.
and a night cream because I don't have a night cream. Yeah, I
And you
only
need
have
one
the
more cleanser.
oh yeah, the exfoliating cleanser. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna
And then
happen.
Ramen is going to do this, guys. We're going to check in with her in 2 to 3 weeks to make sure she's been consistent. We're actually going to make her print out a calendar and she's actually going to tick it off for night and day. So morning will be pink and nighttime will be green. And that means she's accomplished her skincare for morning and night. And then
I should do that.
at the end of June, she's going to come back and show us, and we're going to put it as our picture on podcast or Instagram. And she's going to show us that she did all 4 weeks.
Okay, so just putting me accountable is what
Yeah.
I'm making
Yeah.
fun.
That's the
Okay,
only way it's going
okay.
to happen.
This is how accountability
Because then
works. So I'll do it. I am a calendar person, so I wouldn't
she
mind
is.
sticking one on my mirror and just like checking it off. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, no, I definitely will start. This was really insightful. I do need that accountability, so I do appreciate it.
So
Um, but
pressure's
yeah,
on,
no, I
Roman.
mean, if you're like me, guys, and you have no idea what the fuck to do, or you're like that basic person that just puts lotion on their face and you think it's okay, it's like it's not because I was that person that thought it was okay. And you know
Yeah.
what? They're like You might be like 20 and your skin is great right now, but you know what? Like I see like 20-year-olds, they already have their full out skin routine. And I'm like, shit,
Yeah,
like I'm 30 and now I should be thinking about these things because I'm just kind of letting it slide, right? But
absolutely.
very insightful. Thank you for I've honestly, guys, Alicia's been trying to do this to me for like 5 years. So today I was finally like, I'll let you do this. So are you satisfied?
Not yet. So I'm pretty much just happy she's starting, guys, and letting me like take control here. But there's like so much more steps we need to take, and she doesn't even know yet.
Okay,
So
baby
just
steps, baby
this is
steps.
minimum. But there's like, actual mask rollers and stuff like I want to throw you into because it's like a whole new world. And you're gonna be like, what was I doing before this? And I can't
I was
wait till you
doing
get to that
nothing. This
degree.
is what
I
I
know.
will say. I was literally doing nothing.
But we'll get there. We'll get there. And I can't wait till like when I can start buying her. Like this year for your birthday, I wanted to buy you skincare, but you were like, no. And I was like,
No,
okay.
yeah. She tried, guys. She tried.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to use it. It's going to be a waste of my money. Buy me something I'm going to use. And she did.
Yeah.
She bought me a purse and I love it. But yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. I hope this was
Yeah.
insightful and, hope it's kind of inspired everyone to make sure that they're taking care of their skin. And, we all want to be like Alysha right now and have this like solid skincare routine because I know I do, like honestly, and it does take the work, right? It's just like what you said, it's building habits, it's just like working out. You need to make time for it. And you say it's 5 minutes. I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to show you. I will show it on TikTok. So, guys, by the way, Raman and I have started TikTok. So, we're on
Mhm.
TikTok. We just started. Raman is on there as unforgettable.decor. And
Yeah.
she's doing some decor and some fun videos as well. She has other content coming your way. And then I'm on there as OXAAB. And I'm doing lifestyle, and you'll maybe see some skincare stuff on that. And we're just doing some
Yes,
fun
please
things.
do some skincare routines because I think everybody would love to see that. And we'll actually leave our TikTok usernames below so you guys can check us out there.
Yeah, definitely. We
Oh,
would love and when you do, can you like leave a comment of where you're listening from? Because we would
yeah,
love to see like where our listeners are from and connect with you guys.
that would be amazing. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you, like we said, if you're not on TikTok to comment to us, if you want to email us, leave us a message. You can email us at ramanandalisha@gmail.com. And if you're not already following us on Instagram and YouTube, follow us at Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.